Hey, it's Coach Rob here at Rob's Fight Club in Horsham. Little allergy thing going on, so, voice is a little funny today, so bear with me a little bit. But I want to talk to you about how to speed up your punches. All right, speed is important, time is important. Speed and timing generally work together. So if you don't have the timing, then you're not going to land the punch no matter how fast it is. But when you get good speed on your punches and you get the right timing, then it's very hard for people to avoid getting hit by your shots. You could have a strong punch and bad timing and bad speed, and it's not going to really be that good of a punch. So because if you miss, how good is the punch, right? But usually having good fast punches lead to having a little more power in your punches if you're getting the right mechanics behind it and your body weight shifted into it, all that, and you actually want to hit somebody hard, because that's important too. Having the desire to hit somebody hard is usually, what really makes you hit somebody hard. So you need that desire as well. But when we talk about speed, there's a few things to think about. Number one is make sure that your shoulders are down and you're relaxed and you're loose. If your shoulders are up and you're tight, you're squeezing your shoulders, your muscles are all tight already, you're gonna have a hard time throwing those punches fast. You got to keep it loose and keep relaxed. And it's very hard to learn. It takes a lot. It's going to take you hundreds and hundreds of rounds in the ring till you start to actually relax. And that's why watching a video is not enough. You'll never be good at boxing. I'm talking hundreds of rounds in the ring to start to relax. It's really important that you get the experience in there against real live opponents or partners that are just working with you, but pushing you outside of your comfort zone and teaching you how to respond in a realistic manner, because it's how you respond to the pressure that's important. Your adrenaline kicks in and all that stuff, so it's a different world in there. You have to learn to relax. But once you're relaxed and you teach yourself, you build the muscle memory on the bags. You teach yourself to keep the shoulders loose, just like a golfer goes through his routine, pre-shot routine before he hits a golf ball. You should be doing that when you're doing your shadow boxing or your bag work. Make sure your stance is good, your shoulders are loose, you're breathing and all those kinds of things. Now, if you're nice and loose and relaxed, then when you throw your punch out, you'll be able to snap that punch at the end and get that good quick smack at the end, kind of like whipping out a towel. All right, so you want it to be loose and you want it to be snapped out and come back nice and quick. If you practice always throwing your punches with forward momentum, nothing coming back, just straight forward, you can teach your muscles to fire a lot quicker. You can't pull your punches back and then expect them to be fast. You'll be missing punches. You'll be getting countered. You're not going to know why. It's because your opponent sees everything that you're throwing at them. All right? You can't pull them back to try to get power. They have to go straight forward. If you pull a punch back too far to try to get power, at some point, you're going to get clipped with a counter shot when you go to throw that big punch. So it's not worth the reward unless maybe you had them hurt and they were back in the corner or something like that. All right? So forward motion. So if I'm hitting a heavy bag, my jab doesn't pull back. It's right here. Wherever my jab is, I throw it from there. I'm moving, I'm loose, straight forward. Moving, I'm loose, straight forward. All right? Now, if you're throwing your punch from way back here, your punch is going to take a lot longer to reach the bag. So the way you can speed your jab up is by moving your jab closer to the bag. Now my arm is a 90-degree angle, but my elbow is down to protect my ribs, so my hand goes out in front of my elbow, closer to my target, not all the way back here, right? So this is like an acute angle. This is like a 90-degree angle. But because the elbow is down, it brings my hand in front of my elbow, and then now my jab fires from there. It's already halfway to my target, and I just got to teach the muscles to fire and snap into that jab. At the very end of my punch, I tighten my hand. Tighten at the end. Rotate it and snap it. That's going to give you that extra whack at the end of your punch. With the cross, same idea. I'm loose, forward motion. It turns forward. It doesn't pull back. It doesn't drop down too much, maybe slightly, but it should be no lower than the top of your shoulder when you fire it in there. All right? Loose, forward motion. Turn it in there, nice good sharp shot. If you want to speed up that right hand a little more, you can do a little cheat by bringing it to the front of your chin. You do have to watch for a hook, but since you're at a long range, you should be able to hit them with the cross before they can hit you with a hook. If they do throw the hook, you only have to do is move your head behind your glove to block it. Now watch how I'm doing that. I'm just moving my head here, sinking down underneath of my arm, and I have that block. I'm not moving my glove all around trying to block the hook. All I'm doing is I have it right here. I just move my head in, keep my glove right where it was, but I get down behind it a little bit. I can roll with it, take some of that shock away. That's how you block that left hook from there. All right. Another thing I can do, this is a little cheat step, but you can't really see my feet in this video, but you can take your right foot and step it out a little bit, which is going to move you a little bit away from the direction of the cross, and it's going to bring you closer to the bag. So if here's my cross and I step my right foot out, now I've just moved myself closer to my opponent without them really realizing it. I might lose a little bit of power on it, but I'm going to get a little bit of a better angle to make up for it, and he's not going to be able to get away from it because it's going to come really quick. So if I was here and I stepped out on this little angle, as soon as you go to throw that cross, I could already hit you and beat you to that shot because my punch is going to come straight forward fast. I'm a little closer to you already, and you have to take the long angle this way to try to reach me because I'm going away from it. All right, if I throw that really quick right on the button, boom, you start to pull back to throw your cross, I'm going to beat you every single time to that right hand. Okay, so that's how you're going to speed it up, right? A little cheat forward with the hand or a little cheat forward with the right foot. Now this stuff is hard. You have to practice it. You have to do it in the ring over and over and over again to really get good at it. That's why I can't just watch this video and be awesome at it. You're going to have to do it with work drills with partners. You're going to have to try it in the ring, try it while you're sparring. All right, so we just went over a couple great ways to speed up the jab, to speed up the cross. Make sure you're loose, make sure you're relaxed, make sure you're breathing. Last tip I'm going to give you is when you breathe, if you breathe fast, you're going to punch fast. If you don't breathe, you're going to be forcing out shots. But if you think about breathing quick, your punches are going to be a lot quicker. A lot faster if you breathe faster. Because you kind of punch to your own breathing rhythm. You know, you breathe slow, punches will be slow. So try it, see what you think. Let me know if it works for you. Coach Rob, this is Rob's Fight Club, and we'll see you on the next video.